Hi everyone, it's Vivian. Welcome to another episode of Sit and Knit with Vivette. It's another one of my finished objects videos and I've got 3 to show you today. So first of all, I'd like to say a big welcome to all my new subscribers. I have had some new subscribers since my interview with Eleanor on Knit Nottingham, and I will put a link to that interview down there for anyone who hasn't seen it. But I'd just like to say thank you and welcome for popping along to check out what I do. So, as I said, my name is Vivian and I live in the east of England with my partner Sean and our cat Bonnie. On social media, I'm known as Vivette B1 and I'm mainly active on Instagram. I do have a Raverly page, but I know a lot of people are having issues with it. And I'm using the Classic still, and I've noticed that they're going to switch off the Classic on the 31st of March. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do after that, because I don't like the new look and I know it causes lots of people lots of issues. But apart from that, this video is just to talk about 3 of my finished objects that I've just finished, the needles that I used, the techniques that I used, and all that sort of thing. So if you're sitting comfortably, we'll get started. So the first thing that I have is a sock. I actually have a pair of socks, but I only put one on the blocker. So this is, I'm calling these my zombie zebra socks, and these are my Halloween colourway for this year. I got this from Eleanor of Knit Nottingham, and it's a opal range. It's one of the opal ranges. It's the latest one that's out. She may still have some of it in the shop, but I doubt it, because I know when we spoke that it had been a very popular colourway. So I think it may have got sold out, but I'm sure you can get it from somewhere else. But it's the latest opal one. I will put a name below if I can refund the ball band, because all the names are in German and I can't pronounce it, so I'm not even going to try. So this is my first one. So my technique, my favourite technique is top down. I can do toe up, but I prefer top down because I like a rounded toe, and I haven't quite worked out how to do that on toe up yet. This one I used just a standard heel flap gusset, 64 stitches, 15 rows of rib at the top, just knit it all the way down and then just do a rounded toe. Now the rounded toe I got from Mina Phillips, who is a knitting expat. It's on one of her patterns, so I just follow that because I just find it fits my foot better. So this is my first one, and this is my socks. The second object that I've got, the next 2 objects actually, are both Christmas knits. So this one here, I'll fold it up. I haven't woven the ends in on this yet because I haven't had a chance to block them because the weather's not been good enough to put it outside. And if I block anything inside, the cat loves to lie on it. So as these are Christmas gifts, I'd rather not get her fur all over it. But this is the first one. So if I pull it in, you might see it a little bit better. It's a seeded rib scarf. So it's just, that's it, in half basically. So this is going to be for Sean's mum. And she just likes a scarf that she can do that with, really. She's not a shawl lover and she doesn't like anything big. But this is going to be lovely and squishy. And it's very, very squishy. And I think that's because it's a seeded rib rather than a the standard rib is very squishy anyway. A seeded rib is even squishier. So I did this using some yarn that I'd used previously. Now, the yarn that I use for this is Sirdar Dapple, and I have a little bit of it left off over here. As you can see, it's got purples and blues and teals. It's really nice. It's a DK. I just used a 4mm needle. I cast on 57 stitches because for a seeded rib you have to have an odd number of stitches so that you get the pattern going backwards and forwards. I didn't follow the pattern from anywhere that I can remember. I might have cribbed it from something different, just taken the stitch count and the thing, but it's basically seeded. So it's very easy to do. Like I say, I haven't done the ends in yet because I haven't blocked it, but it's going to be a lovely squishy one. So that is finished object number 2. Finished object number 3, again not blocked and I haven't done the ends in because I always do that after I've blocked it just to be on the safe side, is a jumper. So if I wheel back, you'll see this is going to be Sean's Christmas present. He likes a jumper, and this is a Flax Lite, but without the garter down the arms, because he's got one like that already. So he said, I just want a plain round neck jumper, but he likes the shape and the style of the Flax Lite. So it's just literally, it's the extra large size. I do it a little bit longer because he likes it to cover his belt and that on his jeans, so it comes down a little bit low on his back, keeps his back warm. And like I say, standard flax pattern, just taking out the garter ridge down the sleeves and the shoulders. The yarn I used for this was the King Cole Big Value, and it was in the French Navy colourway, but this is now out of stock. And this is the one that, if you do watch my interview with Eleanor, you'll find that we found this one ball at the back, and I didn't actually use it, but don't tell Eleanor. So I'm going to actually knit Sean, I'm going to double it as a DK and knit Sean a beanie hat with it, because it is really, really lovely. I'm trying to think what it's made up of. It's 100% premium acrylic, but it's got a lovely soft feel to it, so I think he might get a waffle hat or something with it, but I'll just double it up as a DK. Again, very easy, the flax. It's a really good jumper if you want to do a top down but you've never done knitting in the round before, because it's a really simple pattern to follow. All the Tin Can Knits patterns are really well written, and they are my go-to. I've done, you may remember if you watched my previous episodes last year, that I have done a scrappy Flax Lite for myself using up all my leftover 4-ply that I just knotted into a big magic ball, and I just knit it. I did the short sleeve version, and it's really, really warm, really, really warm. So the only other little finished object I've got is just something that I've done just for fun, and this is using a tutorial by the lovely April Towis, who is another lady who's based in Nottingham, and she does crochet, and I made a little pumpkin garland. So if I bring it a bit closer, let me do it the right way round, because this is one of the pumpkins, and it's just using some amigurumi, and then the pattern, she's got a free YouTube tutorial, and I will link to that if anyone wants to do some. And it's all done, do the orange bit, then you do the green. And all I did was I just chained a chain, and to join them I just picked up and chained one chain into the top of the stem, basically. So I have a nice little, oh excuse me, garland that is hanging up on there below the V-Day things. So that was just a little extra, but I will put links to all of these. And like I say, this little garland I did in a couple of hours one evening, so it's a really, really quick one. So yet again, just a very short YouTube for me, just to talk through what I've been knitting. I've got some more things on the go. I'm doing a big cardigan for myself, which is in an Aran weight, and that's coming really quickly. That's the Harvest cardigan by Tin Can Knits. And I'm just doing a couple more pairs of socks, and I might do myself a hat, because I've kind of worked out that I'm not sure where all of mine are, and I can't bother to go look for them, so I'll just knit another one, as you do. So it's just a short one again this month. Hope you're all well. Hope you're looking forward to Christmas as best we can in the current situation. And I will say goodbye for now, and I shall be back to you soon with some more finished objects in the future. Take care for now. Bye bye.